Joining us now for an in-depth look at the so-called heartbeat bill, the implications it carries, CBS 46 political analyst, university professor Dr. Rashad Richey. Rashad, thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
Vince mentioned the bill, as we said moments ago, passing in the Senate, now goes back to the House. He mentioned that amendment. You, though, have been working your sources. You just got some insight from a state representative. How likely is this going to play out?
Well, there are a few ways for this to play out, Sharon. I spoke with Representative Billy Mitchell, state of Georgia, guy been around a long time, and they are deeply troubled by this bill. Now, because there was an amendment made, obviously it goes back to the other side of the chamber. If an amendment is made again, if there's no universal agreement, it goes back to the other side. What can happen in that scenario, Sharon, is that you can actually run the clock out on the bill. That is probably right now the strategy of the Democrats, not to stop the bill in a vote. They don't have the ability to do that, but they still can play this game for stalemate rather than a loss.
Yeah, so use the rules in place to really stutter this heartbeat bill and hope to play another day.
Yeah.
What about a constitutional challenge here? The bill in its current form, will it survive?
I did some research on this bill. It is similar to other bills such as Texas and Mississippi, Alabama, but there is a provision in the bill, Sharon, that I believe makes it quite unconstitutional. In the current version of the bill, it actually says if the fetus is 6 weeks and 1 day, it can be counted as a dependent, and you can file the fetus on your taxes. I don't think that will pass the constitutional nor legal muster. That will absolutely be challenged in court, because that means that fathers would have to start paying child support after 6 weeks and 1 day as well, if you utilize intellectual integrity in the bill's essence. So I think that will be challenged immediately.
Fathers or mothers, we should mention. Thank
yes.
you, Rashad.
Right.
Other than just opposing the bill, what has been the response from the Democratic side?
It is really interesting. There's a Democrat named Representative Rashad Kendrick. She actually introduced a bill that will limit male reproductive rights. And in this bill, it actually says, hey, you have to go and get permission before getting Viagra pills, or you have to get permission before doing this or that when it relates to your own sexuality or reproduction rights as a man. Her bill is quite unconstitutional as well, but it is a response to what they consider to be a ridiculous bill from the right. So this isn't over.
Not over. And Rashad, stay with us just one moment here. We just got this in. Governor Brian Kemp is reacting. He says, I applaud the members who supported the heartbeat bill's passage for protecting the vulnerable and giving a voice to those who cannot yet speak for themselves. I look forward, he goes on to say, to working with the House to ensure this legislation's final passage in the coming days. Not unexpected. He says he will sign it.
Yeah, and he also campaigned on this issue as well and talked about this amongst many advocacy groups that support his position. So it is not surprising that he's in support.
All right, but a lot of fight left. Rashad, thank you.